Hi, welcome to another episode of Firelighter with Babs, where we recognize people that have done selfless art to others. Today, I have the privilege to meet and interview one of our nominees. This nominee was nominated by one Olushola Ojo, who, according to him, said this man was a firelighter for him and numerous other people in the workplace in the last 20 years. They worked together at a bank, and in his own word, Olushola said, apart from the job, our nominee has a relationship with almost all the staff. He is always interested in their personal development, in their family affairs, ensuring that they maintain a high level of mental wellness and stability in the workplace. He has recommended so many of them for promotion, pay for the certification examination for many of them. Today, I have the privilege to interview Dr. Feyi Ogoji. Dr. Feyi, it's good to meet you.
Thank you very much.
And welcome to Firelighter with Babs. Just as I have said, Olushola Ojo, one of your proteges and one of your former colleagues, recommend that we should visit you and interview you. So I'm going to ask you about 3 questions, and I'm going to ask you to also give advice or make recommendation to people coming behind. You met people in the workplace, and the normal thing is you want them to perform for you, you want to take the lead, you want to deliver on your performance. But it has been said about you that aside from the job, you've built personal relationship with them to the extent of their family, to the extent of knowing everything about them and improving them. Some you ask them to go and do professional certification, and you even pay to support them. Why is it important for leaders in the workplace to be more interested in their followers and build relationship with them? Why do you think is necessary for you to have done that?
Thank you very much, Babs, for the intro. Clearly, I see impacting others as a core.
A core.
It is inborn, but it comes by nature, but consciously developed.
Consciously developed.
Yeah. To actually impact others. Well, in my journey in life, I am a product of grace and the impact of others. And therefore, I owe it a duty in any state I find myself to equally impact those coming behind me. And you never can tell. The little ones that appear to be nobody today can turn out to be so influential tomorrow. They just need the ladder to climb up, and will you be the ladder? That's the question.
That's the question, will you be the ladder? And if I want to paraphrase you, I would say there is no self-made man. Anybody that has come our way, that has touched our life, even with spoken words, has imparted us, and we should try as much as possible to reciprocate that. Now, Mr. Ogoji, how fulfilled are you that after you've worked with some people for 20, 25 years, they still remember the impact you've made on them, and they still find it worthy to have nominated you that, oh, this man has not only helped my career, he has also helped my family life. I was told that most of them, you know their family, you know their wife, you attend, you go to their anniversary and build a community of friendship and family. It's a real one, because from experience, most leaders in the workplace, when you stop working with them, you don't have reason to go to them any longer. So how fulfilled are you?
Well, it's a good thing for you to see people, and it makes you feel good for people that you have developed coming up and rising. In fact, that is the reward for your efforts. That people that are privileged to pass through you are now making it in their various spaces in life. And there's a story around it that can still, you know, be related to how encountering you created that pathway. Clearly, just like I said, it's a call. It's not just about people that have worked with me in the office in the course of my career um, for over 3 decades now, but even right from my younger days as a university undergraduate, even while in school, once I move on to the next class, maybe courses that used to give us problem that I was privileged by grace of God to be able to crack, I try as much as possible to go to the lower class and teach them that this thing is not as difficult as you see it. And this is the way to go about it and all those things. And in some situations, it turned out to be that those sets coming behind us, because of that touch, even turned out to do better than my sets. You know, because somebody has shown them the way and solution to some of them. I mean, some of them are very successful professionals in their various, endeavors today. Some are CEO of banks. Some are captains of industries here and there. But it makes you feel good that they look back and refer to that encounter.
Okay. So right from school days, you have been applying a principle that says success without succession is a failure. You've passed through a road, you've seen the bumps, you go back and tell people how to navigate without necessarily struggling the way you have.
Yeah.
Kudos, thank you. I want to ask you my last question, and before we present you the award, what advice will you give to young upcoming leaders, especially in this dispensation where it is winner takes it all, where people want to be the one that steal the limelight? What advice do you want to give them so that they can practice inclusion, they can practice developing others as you have done over 30 years?
Yeah, let me say that it's all about teamwork. And your success is not born out of what you can accomplish all by yourself, but more of what you can mobilize and strengthen others to be able to work together and achieve the overall results. And that's why it's just natural for me to be, beyond the job and office environment, I am always very close to people I work with. I get to know them not just by function, but personally. And up to, their domestic, concerns and issues and families too. I'll tell you what, just 2 weeks ago, one of my ex-colleagues in the then Standard Trust, we met in 1998, the job brought us together, and I was just doing my thing, just being, being myself. But those little things I did, she still remembers till date. And 2 weeks ago, she was in the US to see her son. And this person is now a director of MasterCard in West Africa. Was in Dallas to see her son. And of course, the son shares an apartment with another school colleague. And getting there, African mothers and all those things, they want to know everything about their son and all those things. They wanted to know who the roommate or the apartment mate was. And he may not have time, he has leisure. She insisted she must see
The person.
this person that shares apartment with the son, so that whether it's going to be positive influence or negative influence. Indeed, the son now arranged for her to meet the apartment mates, and when the guy came out, he introduced him. I mean, he asked him, "Oh, where are you from?" "I'm from Nigeria." "Where in Nigeria?" He said, "Okay, what's your name?" Say, "I'm Feyi what? Ogoji." "Ah, are you Dr Feyi's son?" And it turned out to be that my son was the apartment mate of her own son. And in fact, she started telling the story of how she encountered me, telling my son, and how I was to her, and impacted her career, and I was helpful too while she was on the job and all those things. And I just did all those things naturally.
Naturally, yeah.
And not that I did something too extraordinary to me, but to her it was extraordinary.
Yeah.
And she told my son that much, that, oh, in fact, this is the best kind of apartment mate that you should have, and I'm happy it's Dr Feyi's son. Please, remain close to each other and all those things. So
that story reminds me of something. There is always a future in our past.
Yeah.
Whatever we do today has its own future, and the future will become a past one day. And based on that, I'm going to ask you one more question. I hope my director will allow me to do this. Is it a coincidence that now you are the vice chairman of Tribes Corporate Support Limited, a company that is into outsourcing space? Given your antecedents, helping developing people, now you are at the end of affair of a company that is predominantly helping our youth to get jobs. Can we say it is one of the future of your past?
Rightly said. I think you have summarized it. I mean, when I was in banking for over 3 decades, and I am a professional accountant by training. And when I retired, I wasn't even thinking outsourcing, but born out of one's conduct too at work, this just came up, and the company was battered. And indeed, today it gives me complete joy that I am of so much help to young individuals, Nigerians, and people across the world, coming up. Today, Tribes has presence in the 36 states of Nigeria and the federal capital, with over 3,500 staff all over the place. All youths.
All youths. Thank you, sir.
I'm so happy that, this is fully in alignment with my calling, and just keeping the young ones happy and giving them focus.
Okay, thank you, sir.
To realize and be their best.
Thank you. Thank you. From the story, you can know that whatever we are, it is in us. So the saying goes that it is not what we don't have that is limiting us. It is what we have that we don't know how to use. Start right from the school days. Dr. Feyi Ogoji has been imparting life, showing people direction as a leader. So Dr. Feyi Ogoji, on behalf of the Positive Growth Africa, an NGO known for taking leadership, strength-based and patriotism education to the youth and to the public in Nigeria and Africa, I want to present to you the Firelighter Award. The Firelighter Award is presented to Dr. Feyi Ogoji as an investor in people. You are indeed an investor in people, and for imparting posterity positively. So on behalf of all the sponsors, all the team members of the Positive Growth Africa, I want to present this award for you. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's the award.
Oh, this is interesting. And let me equally say too that in line with developing the young ones, I'm also the chairman of Wole Learning Pekun Foundation, a youth empowerment and scholarship awarding outfit that has done so much too for the youth. And you know, a lot is still happening in that space as well.
Okay. So thank you. May we have your response based on this award, or a word of encouragement to people coming behind?
Yeah, like I said earlier, impacting others should be seen as a calling. And I like your organization, the Firelighter. Firelighting indeed helps to illuminate a dark environment. And philosophically, we're all in dark environment in the world. It takes one person to strike the match and illuminate the darkness. And as I imagine everybody having candle in their hands, but it takes one person to light his own candle and use it to light others.
Other candles, yeah.
And with that, the illumination gets brighter. And the world can be a beautiful place if we all help others light their candle. And who knows, even situations arise where one candle light can go off. But because others have been, illuminated, and the fire is on there, it can still be used to light the one that goes off. And the light continues.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, and thanks to the organization, the Firelighter. I love your passion for recognizing people that have chosen to impact others. It's a good thing to do, and I will encourage you to keep encouraging the doers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Dear viewers, you've heard from Dr. Feyi Ogoji. In his word, he said, "A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle." Until I see you on another episode of the Firelighter with Babs, keep imparting posterity positively. Thank you.